everyone, this is First Centurion 753 with a new game, Democracy 3 Africa. Those of you who've watched my channel before may have seen my series on the original Democracy 3 with the POTUS campaign, POTUS of course being President of the United States. And Democracy 3 Africa was recently released on Steam about a week and a half ago. And it's kind of just like it's almost like a DLC of Democracy 3. Basically, same interface, same population groups. The only big changes are obviously countries, different countries than Democracy 3, but of course you can get mods for different countries online. There are different policies and issues. There are also different events and different advantages and disadvantages. But other than that, it's not much change. That being said, it's still pretty interesting to try to go after these different countries with different issues and different events. I've noticed on YouTube that I think someone's already done a South African series and someone did a Egyptian series, which are probably the two most popular African countries. But I thought I'd take a look at Tunisia. Tunisia, or Tunisia, however you pronounce it. Tunisia recently saw a democratic revolution, and democracy is starting to spread there with the failure of the Arab Springs in Libya, Egypt, and Syria and other countries. Tunisia is the one area where democracy seems to be taking hold in the North African / Middle East region of the country. It is a Muslim country. And I'll just go ahead and read the description here, actually. The Tunisian Republic is a medium-sized country in North Africa with extensive Mediterranean Sea coastline. Tunisia is in close proximity to Italy and has an association agreement with the European Union since 1998. Trade with Europe accounts for the majority of Tunisia's imports and exports. Democracy is nascent in Tunisia, with the first multi-party elections in 2011 after declaring its independence from France. In 1956, Tunisia had operated as a de facto single-party state. The regime was considered one of the most repressive in the Arab world. Unemployment, corruption, censorship, widespread poverty, and food inflation eventually led to civil unrest in which the country's labor unions played an integral role. Self-immolation of a humiliated street vendor was the catalyst for a national uprising that deposed the president in 2011. Tunisia's revolution began a wave of demonstrations and riots and civil wars across the Arab world. This event came to be known as the Arab Spring. The new constitution was ratified in 2014 after vigorous debate between religious and secular politicians, the assassination of two prominent secular leaders. Although the vast majority of Tunisian population are Muslim, the official state religion is Islam. Compromise was found, and constitution protects freedom of belief. Provisions had been made in the document for the government to fight corruption and to target parity between men and women in elected bodies. Tunisia has a diverse market economy with services accounting for 62.3% of the GDP. The country has well-developed infrastructure, public health care, and a highly rated educational system. It's professional, well-equipped. Security forces have yet to be leveraged effectively by the government to address internal security concerns. Tunisia remains exposed to social unrest, acts of terrorism, as evident in recent attacks against tourists. So, let's go ahead and take a look. Oh, here we go. Big youth unemployment. That's an issue. Democracy Index, 6.31. Decent literacy rate, I think, for an African country there. Muslim all the way. Life expectancy is not bad. That's like around the U.S. life expectancy, I think. Gini coefficient. Okay, gender inequality. Okay, okay. Oh, population. There we go. GDP per capita. We gotta work on that. Okay. So, as far as the structure of the government, we have a term of 5 years and a term limit of 2 terms. We're gonna go 10 years here. And, yeah, let's play it. I'm not gonna change anything. Apathy. Just gonna start outright. Congress for the Republic is our political party. And we got all the little background habits of politicians down there. Background activities. Here we go. Congratulations on your election victory. Welcome to your new job as president. The lives of 10 million citizens are now in your hands. As you will imagine, there are a number of situations and concerns that you will need to deal with as soon as possible, while keeping an eye on the long-term improvement of our citizens' quality of life. Plus, don't forget that you face re-election in 5 years. So you will need to monitor the opinion polls and our party membership. I gotta keep that party membership up. Okay, here we go. Let's take a look. Again, basically same interface. You know, same categories here. We got transport. We've got order. We've got what is this? Public services, taxation, economy, welfare, and foreign policy. All the same. Basically the same groups, except that there's an urban group, which is influenced by traffic issues, apparently. And there is similar to motorist, right? Yeah. And let's see, there's a religious group. There's a urban and rural group. I think those are the two that they added, and they took out like farmers. There's no farmers anymore. These are the farmers. Yeah, I see farmers. All the other groups are the same. So you got that same basic breakdown here. And you have different focus groups. All that's the same. You pick different people and see how they're influenced and what different. No one likes me. I have a very low approval rating. Here's the policies and or the effects of or the popularity of the policies. And here's the issues. Issues have changed. There are some of the same issues, but like health and education, crime, violent crime. Most of these issues are the same. I thought there were some different corruption. I don't think there was corruption in the last one. Currency strength, I think, is another one. I'm not sure about currency strength. Foreign investment is another one that's different. And foreign aid received. And these are interesting because as you eliminate corruption, I was looking at this before, as you eliminate corruption, which I think, where's corruption? There's corruption. As you eliminate the corruption, then the international trade increases, which was in the last game, but also foreign aid increases. And democracy is another issue. And as you increase democracy, foreign aid and foreign investment increases. And these are kind of like the two big things, two big advantages in this game that I've noticed. There are ways to increase democracy and reduce corruption that are cheap and not very expensive. And what I'm going to really focus on is probably reducing corruption and increasing democracy. Alright, a lot of these different policies, the policies are definitely different. Executive term limits, that's the same stuff. Well, we can go look at the policies up here, right? So, revenue administration, there's some that are the same, but there are some different ones. Political power distribution, freedom of thought, freedom of press. These are new. And if you go into these policies, there's a ton of new stuff. Overseas investment restrictions, foreign investment restrictions, power block alignment. That seems like an interesting policy. Might go for that. Some of these are the same. Child limit. This one, female genital. Oh god, I'm gonna get rid of that right away. Rural development grants. I don't think they were in the last one. Agro dealer networks. Financial service regulations. That's gonna be important. Taxes. game hunting restrictions. Yeah, still a lot of the same stuff from the last one. Public services. Foreign language curriculum. That looks interesting. International election observers. Ah, need that. State religion. Yep. Let's see here. Yeah, like I said, a lot of the same stuff. Torture use. We're not gonna do that. Yeah, yeah. So, if you're interested in the game, this is a different currency too. I don't know what this currency is. So, if you're interested in the game, go ahead and continue to watch the series. This was just like a first look, quick review of the game. For those of you that were interested, revenue administration. Yep. So, feel free to go ahead and watch the rest of the videos in this playlist if you're interested. Hope you liked the video, and if you do, please subscribe. Thank you.